Hello Mechwarriors, how is it going? Welcome to your daily dose of Mechwarrior Online. Today I'm playing the Roughneck. I'm playing the Roughneck 1B, it is coming with the standard pack, and I am having a very nice brawling setup for you today that was inspired by the Centurion CN9-D. And when I took a look at the Roughneck in the first place, I was like, oh yeah, that has 2 ballistic hardpoint, but what if you just use one of them? And this is what I came up with here. So let's have a look at the build. As you can see, I've got 1 LB10 autocannon, I've got 3 SRM6 in Artemis, and I've got 1 medium laser. Now, why is this build good? Because of quirks. As you can see, the ballistic cooldown of that chassis is 20%. That is massive. So you could of course go for double LB10 and do shotgun mayhem, but I wanted to do something more reasonable. So I think LB10 is fun and all, but I think just one is just enough. And when you are just using some SRMs on top of that, you can deal a lot of damage over time. So this of course is a very DPS oriented build. You have a very nice heat management of 1.44. And yeah, I think it's just dealing more damage with the SRMs on top of 1 LB10 autocannon. Also, just having one makes it so that you can take a standard engine, so you're not using up so much weight, and that makes the mech very, very durable. The Roughneck not only has some nice armor quirk, as you can see here. It has 8 on the side torso, it has 10 on the center torso, and 4 on the arms, and 4 on the legs as well. But it also has some nice structure quirks. So this build here, or this mech in general, it is very, very tough to bring down. And you really want to stay in the fights at close range and dish out damage while you're soaking up a lot of damage. And you kind of serve as a frontline tank for your team. So this one is a very, very nice brawling build that, again, has a nice DPS and burst capability. Standard engine 300 here, because I want to be somewhat fast. I could have gone for a standard engine that is lower than a 300 and put more ammo in it here, but I wanted that. I wanted the speed of that, and running 75 kph is quite valuable when you just want to get close very fast, and yeah, you wanna get close to the enemy. That's just that. I'm a bit low on ammunition, I have to say. I'm only running 1.5 ton of LB10 ammo and 3 tons of SRM ammo, but I wanted that additional heatsink here, so I think that is quite valuable. Yeah, I think the time you are running out of LB10 ammo should be the time where most of the enemies are dead, and then you are just dealing with the rest of them while firing your SRMs and the medium laser here. You could of course again just drop that, put another ton of LB10 ammo in it, or you could just go for a bit of armor reduction here, just go for like that, and you get half ton of ammo on top of that. But that's up to you, just tweak it to your liking. I like that the most. I wanted to have that shield arm here, I think that is valuable. The modules for that one here are an advanced seismic sensor. I would have gone for radiant deprivation as my second module here, because that's always good to have. That's a nice combination for brawling mechs in general. And I am taking the cooldown modules for both of my weapons. And again, it's a very DPS oriented build. I want to dish as much damage out as possible and keep the fight on. And yeah, just bring the enemy down while shooting everything I have. And I'm taking the improved UAV and the cool shot here. It's again a very straightforward combination for brawlers. I kind of always take them when I'm getting close to the enemy. So the UAV you could of course just pop up when you're on the front line, and the cool shot to keep the damage going when you are in a fight. And that is the build for today. I hope you have a lot of fun in the games that are coming here. These were, by the way, picked from the archive because I'm a bit behind schedule. And the Molten Metal Militia is not existent at that point. So I was still in fighting Hellfish there. But the games are still amazing, and I hope that you are having fun with that. And if you have, don't forget to leave a rating or subscribe to the channel. And now it's time to the battlefield. Alright, first game of the day. We are playing Plexus, we are playing Domination here, and I'm doing the good old Fox 7 push. So what we are doing here is we apply a lot of pressure to the circle, and we try to push the enemy out of the circle by going to Fox 7 and then around the right side of the hill here. However, I see that there are mechs in the center already, so the enemy kind of had the same idea, and some of them are in the trenches and trying to hide there. But it's only a Nova and a Phoenix Hawk, and these two are very easy prey for me because I have a very cold loadout that can deal a lot of DPS over a sustained amount of time, and I have my whole team as backup, and therefore the Nova goes down really, really quick, and the Phoenix Hawk is trying to get out. But I am not going to hunt him down because I see that there are still some mechs on our side that are behind, and I want to keep up the momentum here, so that was important. I didn't want to let the enemy establish a firing line there, especially since they have a lot of assault mechs on their side. And therefore I'm continuing to push. I go back to my initial plan and I'm calling for help here. I'm getting the acknowledgement from the team, and therefore we are swinging around the right side of the hill and trying to get the assault mechs that are kind of falling behind here. The problem that I'm having here is, I found some of them, but the pitch angle of my Roughneck is not the best, and that Highlander to Sea has the high ground. And the only thing I can do right now is shoot the legs, and this is what I'm doing. So I'm destroying the leg, pinning him down, he can't regroup anymore, and he needs to fight now, fighting 4 of our teammates against his Highlander to Sea. We keep up the pressure now, so Lily is going in with machine guns behind an Atlas, destroying that really quick, and don't stop the movement when you have established that momentum. So the enemy is confused, they don't know what to do, they're trying to retreat, trying to regroup, and you use that confusion to your advantage. So just keep up the push and go in when you have that. I try to get to the Kodiak, but I see that there is a Marauder to Sea that is not aware of me being in his back, but the Kodiak is, so I needed to pull back and wait for my team to arrive because I am caught at this point. But now I'm kind of safe because I've got the Marauder between me and the enemy, and we just take him down really quick and continue our push and apply a lot of pressure on the Kodiak now. So he is now fighting a massive amount of mechs at the same time, and he can't choose his targets really because again there's a lot of pressure on his end, and he is just brought down by our combined effort here and is facing a fiery death in his cockpit. Anyway, only 2 enemies alive. It's a Viper and another Marauder to Sea, which has missiles, and the missiles are going directly to my center torso, so I couldn't do anything to spread that, and unfortunately he brought me down, and I was being taken down so quickly because again I was caught in the first place. But as you could see, I was dealing a lot of damage here, and the aggression, it always wins the game if you have the setup for that. So if you have a brawl oriented team, just go in, don't hesitate, just go in and kill the enemy before they can figure out a plan how to engage you. And yeah, we won the game eventually, and it was nice. It was a nice round, and the Fox 7 push always works. So, around 900 damage here in my Roughneck. I got 2 killing blows, 10 assists and 6 components destroyed. And we are going over to the next round right now. So, this time we are playing the Crimson Strait and we are playing Conquest. We already have captured Theta and we are just waiting for the teammates to arrive. So that Theta point here is very easy to capture from our side, and the enemy is trying to get an elevated position. They try to get the high ground, they are taking the platform because that is their advantage. So as soon as I get a call from the team, I'm trying to push, and it may or may not have been a wrong, the wrong idea, because everybody's here. Everybody, and we only have 2 mechs, and therefore I'm just trying to dish out some damage, and then I'm immediately dropping again. But I have a Griffin there and that I can shoot in the back. And I see another dude that is trying to hunt me, so I got his attention, and he just went down with no backup at all, and now I'm fighting an Enforcer with a Roughneck, and I definitely have the better setup for that, because I have the standard engine and he has an XL engine, and I have more armor than he has, so that matchup was unfair. I just took out his side torso so easily, and I am still alive. Now, what my team is doing now, they are pushing the platform, so they are applying a lot of pressure now, and we are trying to support them from the lower ground here. So the initial push that I did there, that spread up so much confusion. The enemy did not know what that was all about, and some of them were dropping and they were split up, and now we can just easily take them down because they are trying something, but I have no idea what. And we are just setting up some traps here. As you can see, the Griffin back there is trying to come back to help the team, but at that point my team has already set up position there and is bringing the Griffin down while we are applying a lot of pressure on the saddle now. So again, that push there, it might have been a good idea because again the enemy did not expect that, and they did not have an idea how to counter that or to encounter that. And there were a lot of confusion in their ranks then, and we could take a lot of advantage. So we are pushing the top now from different angles. Half of our team is going from here to the saddle, and the other half is coming from the ramp on the right side, and we are just focusing the targets down that are just spread all over here. So we don't have, or the enemy does not have a firing line established. They are just waiting on several scattered spots, and we can go in now with 3 or 4 mechs combined and taking them out one by one. The Adder is just trying to get out of there, is being taken down, and we get a call on the awesome that shot me in the first place. And now it's time to return the favor. Of course, I have the cooler loadout, I can deal more damage over time, and he and his PPCs are just too hot to fight me back efficiently. Unfortunately, I overheat here because I wanted that kill, but in the end, we won the game, and that's the important thing about it. So, nice team effort, and I was super scared, and I was thinking that we were getting wrecked so easily, but when we looked at the end score, it turned out we won 12-0. Anyway, 602 damage, 1 killing blow, 8 assists, and 2 components destroyed this time. And as you might see, the Roughneck is also a very tanky mech, so it can take a lot of damage in the brawl. Yeah, and if you liked the video, then don't forget to leave a rating or subscribe to the channel. And if you want to support me, go down below to the description. There's a link to my Patreon page, and there you can give me some support and keep me going and get some nice rewards and bonus material out of that. And I hope to see you on the battlefield, everybody. Goodbye.